rise like black velvet walls, where the shadow of the ancient empire falls. I'm cutting through the salt in the coastal breeze, driving past the sleeping olive trees. The water is a mirror, dark and blue, reflecting the version of me that is new. High above the bay where the luxury hides, pushing the limits on the nighttime tides. The neons flicker on the water's edge, taking the turn right on the ledge. Oh, Boka Shadows, heavy and deep, waking the secrets that the waters keep. Adriatic energy, a high and ride with the fire of ambition as my only guide. Luxury moves in the dark of the sea. This is the place where I'm finally free. Polished black metal in a steady hand, cruising the borders of a legendary land. The yachts are anchored in a quiet row, while the heavy sub bass begins to flow. Success is a currency we own tonight. Everything is clear in the dashboard I hear the echo of an old stone town before the modern world tries to tear it down. A mix of the past and the high-tech flow, taking it fast and taking it slow. No more limits and no more chains, just the rhythm pumping through the veins. The open road is a long silk thread, leaving behind all the words they said. We build our kingdom where the waves meet stone, standing tall on a path unknown. The night is young and the engine is hot, living the life that the others could not. Boka Shadows, the drive never ends. Mm, 25 turns on the mountain wall, looking down where the heavy raindrops fall. The road is winding like a silver snake. Every single choice is a risk we take, but the grip is steady and the engine is strong. This is the matrix where I belong. Higher and higher above the deep bay, leaving the noise of the world far away. The cold night air is filling the chest, finally finding the ultimate rest. Kotor Serpentine, dangerous and deep, the hardest promises we have to keep. Cinematic view from the highest floor, always returning and needing some more. Luxury lives in the risks that we take, in every single move that we make. The dashboard is glowing like a starry sky, watching the minutes and the miles go by. Below us the old world is small and asleep, while we are climbing the mountain steep. of the highway. Everything else is a cinematic blur, a fusion of heritage, stone and tech, running the race without a safety check. The bass rumbles deep in the ancient ground. The best of the coast is finally found. The horizon is open, the summit is near. Conquered the shadow and conquered the fear. We don't need the morning to show us the light. Balkan night, the serpentine ends, but the journey goes on, driving right into the arms of the dawn. The loops of Kotor, Montenegro Drive. Chasing the shadow of a summer ghost. The windows are down, the salt air in. This is where the real games begin. The speedometer is climbing high, under the watch of the midnight sky. From town to town on the asphalt track, no more reasons for looking back. The sub-bass hits like a hammer blow, taking control of the night, I'm sure. Midnight cruise on the Adriatic line. Everything tonight is feeling so divine. Balkan power in a high-speed beat, where the cold mountains and the waters meet. Luxury is the speed that we choose to keep, while the rest of the Adriatic is fast asleep. Carbon fiber, silver, and the deep black gloss, counting the victories, forgetting the loss. I see the lights of bar and Budva fade into the matrix that the music made. Success is a highway without an end. The open road is my only friend. Every bridge is a step into the blue. Everything we touch is shiny and new. I see my perfection in the digital dash, living my life in a lightning flash, a fusion of adrenaline and hot in tech, running the race without a single check. The stars are closer when you dare to fly between the water and the mountain high. We are the rulers of the night drive scene, the cleanest production that has ever been. The cruise is infinite, the rhythm is set. The best of the journey hasn't happened washing the dust of the old life away. The bass is breathing with the coastal tide, taking a turn on the expensive side. Porto Montenegro, shining in the dark, leaving a permanent luxury mark. Adriatic nights in a deep house frame. We play to win and we change the game. Elegance moves in the shadows we keep, while the rest of the world is falling asleep. Carbon fiber and a platinum ring, living the life of a modern king. I see the mountains kissing the night sky, while the luxury tenders are rushing by. Success is a taste that is sharp and clean, the finest harbor that you've ever seen. The neon's flicker on the premium deck, running the numbers without any check. A perfect fusion of the sea and tech, with a diamond chain around a beautiful neck. The dashboard glows with a deep blue light, guiding us safe through the coastal night. We'd only pass where the water leads, beyond the borders and the human needs. The pulse of the Adriatic is rich and clear, leaving behind every shadow of fear. The drive continues on the edge of the sea, exactly the way it was meant to be. Porto Montenegro, really close. The pink storm is burning in the fading light, a fortress of history entering the night. I'm looking from the highway down below, watching the colors of the sunset glow. An island of dreams on a rocky bed, remembering all the heavy words they said. The red roofs fade into a purple shade. This is the kingdom that the old gods made. The bass begins to rumble, low and clear, bringing the magic of the cosmos near. Sveti, Stefan, sunset bleeding into gold, a story of royalty that's never been told. Balkan spirit in the modern vibe, joining the rhythm of the coastal tribe. Luxury rests on the ancient stone, on a highway of silk, on a path unknown. Tinted windows and a heavy throttle, celebrating life with an expensive bottle. The bridge is silent in the deep the layer of the neon skin. The stars are open in the golden eyes, reflecting the fire in the midnight sky. Drive, the only moment we are truly alive. The pulse of Montenegro is in our heads, shaping the future of these ancient lands. The drive is smooth and the vision is wide, enjoying every second of the luxury ride. Sveti, Stefan. Canyon underneath the sky, where the wild eagles and the spirits fly. I'm driving through the mountains, through the trees, caught in the pulse of the Balkan breeze. A river roars miles down below, while the heavy sub-bass begins to flow. Bridges of concrete, towers of stone, building the kingdom on a path unknown. The tension rises as the neons flare. There's raw power hanging in the air. Tower Canyon bass, heavy and raw, breaking the limits and breaking the law. Balkan nature in a luxury frame, nothing around here will stay the same. Deep as the valley, solid as the rock, living the life that is off the clock. Trip, the headlights cutting through the forest mist, a beautiful danger that cannot be missed. Success is a climb on a winding track, no more reasons for looking back. Without a safety check, the dashboard glows with the deep green light, guiding us safe through the canyon night. We don't need borders where the river leads, beyond the systems and the human needs. The pulse of the mountains is deep in the veins, breaking the locks and breaking the chains. The drive is hard, but the target is one, waiting for the first light of the sun. Canyon bass, volume 3 complete. yachts are lined up in the docks, beating the system and beating the clocks. I'm walking past the high-end fashion stores, opening the heavy and the golden doors. The lifestyle's premium, the air is clean, the most expensive world you've ever seen. Titanium watch and the carbon key, unlocking choices for the rich and free. The bass begins to rumble thick and strong. This is the standard where we belong. Tivat, Yacht, Marina, flashing in the dark, leaving the permanent and luxury mark. Adriatic nights in the deep house frame. We play the cards and we win the game. Elegance moves in the silence we keep, while the rest of the world is falling asleep. Polished black metal in a steady hand, cruising the edges of a wealthy land. I see the neons reflecting in the glass, watching the shadows of the old light pass. Success is a currency we own tonight. Everything is crystal in the dashboard light. We don't need paths where the spirit leads, beyond the borders and the human needs. A perfect mix of the water and the wheel. This is how the real victory should feel. The dashboard glows with the deep blue light, guiding us safe through the coastal night. Every turn is written in a golden book. Take a second, take a luxury look. We are the owners of the midnight scene, living our life behind a tinted screen. The night is a canvas, the road is our ink. I'm finally finding the missing link. Tivat, Marina, Tivat, Marina, Billy drive. The wild frontier of the southern land. I'm driving fast where the river meets sea, pushing the machine to the ultimate degree. The dust is rising in the twilight air, leaving the ghost of the daily care. Kite surfers leaving as the moon comes high, writing a poem in the dark blue sky. The rhythm changes to a tribal beat, pumping the energy through watching the shadows of the old life pass. The engine roars in a deeper key, unlocking the person I am meant to be. No more cages, no more chains, just the freedom running through the veins. Small kitchens and the daily grind, leaving the heavy broken world behind. We are the masters of the open space, setting the tempo and the high-speed chase. Every mile is a statement, every beat is a pride, taking the desert with a sense of pride. The night is a canvas, the sand is our floor, always coming back and wanting more. The drive is wild, but the target is clear. Conquer the world and conquer the fear. The endless dunes, southern pulse. Yacht club sessions, pure luxury. VIP passes in the polished lick, a diamond shining on a beautiful neck. We watch the liners lift their anchors high under the canvas of the coastal sky. The lifestyle's heavy and the music's deep. This is the standard that we choose to keep. Engines are purring in a luxury key, unlocking choices for the rich and free. The sub-bass hits you like a sudden wave, the kind of energy the winners crave. Yacht club luxury, elite and clean, station that you've ever seen. Adriatic power in the modern beat, where the expensive and the rugged meet. We set the trends and we define the style, driving the coastline for another mile. Chronograph watching the titanium trim, filling the glass right up to the brim. The neon's mirror in the champagne glass, watching the shadows of the old life pass. No looking back to where the doubts were made. We're moving forward in the premium shade. The city lights are just a distant blur. Everything's moving like I did prefer, a fusion of the water and the high-tech wheel. This is how victory is supposed to feel. The dashboard numbers are glowing white, leading the way into the premium night. Every mile is wealth, every beat is a pride, taking the highway with a sense of pride. We are the owners of the midnight scene, living the dream behind the tinted screen. The tempo's heavy and the bass is strong. This is the empire where we belong. Yacht club session, The skies turning to a soft rose red, leaving behind all the words they said. I'm driving up the last mountain crest, watching the sea awake from its rest. The neons of Budva are fading away, welcoming the colors of the brand new day. From the deep water to the highest peak, finding all the answers that the winners seek. The sub-bass hits with the triumphant force, keeping the vehicle right on its course. Adriatic Dawn, white and bright, we are the masters of the morning light. Balkan spirit in a luxury soul, making the broken pieces finally whole. The drive is over, but the story's begun, chasing the light of the golden sun. Carbon fiber and the scent of the sea, the heavy burden is lifted from me. I see the reflection in the digital dash, living my life in a beautiful flash. Success is a journey, not a place to stay. I'm building my kingdom in the Balkan way. Every mile was a story, every beat was a win. Under the layer of the neon skin, the dashboard is dimming, the mission is done, chasing the light of the rising sun. We are the travelers, the lords of the night, guided by the pulse in the morning light. No more borders and no more chains, flowing through the wires and the veins. The night was a canvas, the road was the ink. I finally found the missing link. The journey was ancient, the tempo was new. I found my heaven in the midnight blue. Adriatic Dawn, night drive complete. Volume 3, Montenegro session. The asphalt's warm beneath the racing tire, the midnight sky is filled with cosmic fire. I'm flying down the Adriatic line, everything tonight is looking so divine. The wind is singing through the open glass, watching the markers of the highway pass. From town to town in the lightning flash, making the money, making the splash. The sub-bass hits with an aggressive force, keeping the vehicle right on its course. Adriatic Highway, open and wide, with the fire of ambition deep inside. Balkan power in a high-speed tune, under the watch of the silver moon. Luxury is the speed that we choose to run. of adrenaline and style, pushing the limit for another mile. The stars are closer when you dare to drive. The only moment we are truly alive. We are the masters of the night drive scene, the cleanest production that has ever been. The road is ours and the rhythm is set. The best of the journey hasn't happened yet. The highway session. Ancient stones are breathing in the dark. The castle walls are leaving a permanent mark. I'm driving past the gates of old domain, hearing the echoes of the historical rain. The coastline whispers of a kingly state, while we are moving and defying fate. Digital romance in a no-stone town, before the morning tries to tear it down. The bass begins to rumble dark and deep, waking the ghosts that the museums keep. Budva castle echo loud and clear, conquer the shadow and conquer the fear. Balkan heritage in a deep house frame, winning the status and winning the game. Elegance lives in the secrets we hold, written in silver and written in gold. Leather steering in a steady pace, cruising the fortress in a high-speed chase. The sea is crashing on the rocky shore, always returning and demanding more. Success is heavy like the ancient shield, but it's the only power I will yield. I see the moonlight on the citadel, like an old story that the grandpas tell, but now it's remixed with a modern bass, pumping the rhythm through the empty space. The dashboard glows like a lonely star, showing the world exactly who we are. No more limits, no more borders to fight, leaving the heavy broken days behind. The pulse of the Adriatic is rich and wide, enjoying every second of the luxury ride. The castle fades into the midnight blue, everything I touch is finally true. Castle echo, Montenegro Drive.
The old fortress is glowing in the dark, igniting the night with a neon spark. I'm cruising the strip where the elite play, fading out the stress of the busy day. High-end textures on the passenger seat, keeping the pace with the coastal beat. Digital dash in the carbon frame, we play the cards and we win the game. The moon is hanging like a silver coin, ready for the rhythm that we're about to join. Budva Neon, flashing so bright, we are the kings of the coastline night. Balkan power in the luxury frame, nothing around here will stay the same. Smooth as silk on the black highway, chasing the ghost till the break of day. The scent of the sea and the expensive line, everything I touch is finally mine. I see my reflection in the dark tinted glass, watching the shadows of the old life pass. True success is the freedom to glide with a sense of pride deep inside. We don't need a crowd to feel the heat. We own the rhythm on this ancient street. From the luxury docks to the open space, setting the tempo and finding my pace. The bass is a monster, the melody is clean, the finest session that you've ever seen. Every mile is a trophy, every beat is a win. Under the layer of the digital skin, the pulse of the Adriatic is deep in the core. Always moving forward and wanting some more. The road opens up as the stars look down. We are the rulers of the midnight town. Budva Neon, Volume 3. Coastal road is kissing the dark sea, a quiet strip of where I wanna be. I'm cruising slow through the old stone gate. No more rush, I'm mastering my fate. The water ripples in a gentle track, no looking back to the winter gray and black. Open windows letting in the breeze, driving past the heavy olive trees. The sub bass hits you in a smooth design, moving right along the waterline. Kotor Bay Cruise under the starry night. Everything is looking beautiful and right. Adriatic soul in the deep house wave, the kind of rhythm that the dreamers crave. Luxury is simple when your mind is free, cruising the borders of the midnight sea. Dash light, taking it easy through the coastal night. I see the small lights of Paras appear. Everything is quiet and everything is clear. Success is the peace that you finally find, leaving all the daily stress far behind.
The silver rim is climbing up the stone. On these dark waters I am not alone. The moon is throwing diamonds on the sea, unlocking every hidden part of me. I'm driving slow along the ancient wall, waiting to see the midnight shadows fall. High-end leather, premium design, crossing the borders of the finish line. The bass is moving like a quiet storm, keeping the spirit and the body warm. Kotor Bay Moonrise, shining so bright, turning the water into liquid light. Balkan mystique in the luxury flow, chasing the places where the dreamers go. The road is narrow but the target's clear, leaving behind every shadow of fear. Carbon fiber under the pale white glow, taking the corners elegant and slow. The old town sits beneath the rocky peak, while I am finding all the words to speak. Success is silent, like the deep blue bay, carving my path into a better day. I hear the whispers of the coastal wind, leaving the heavy broken world behind. A perfect mix of history and tech, running the matrix without any check. The dashboard glows with an electric spark, guiding me safe through the Adriatic Dawn. We don't need maps where the horizon calls, beyond the tension and the prison walls. The pulse of Montenegro's in my